What does my dog mean to me?
What does my dog mean to me?
What does my dog mean to me?
They mean a lot to me.
There's like a special place that she fills.
They're the calm in the storm.
My dog means the world to me.
He's the first thing I see when I wake up in the morning.
They're the reason I come home. They bring such joy.
Companionship.
It might be cliche, but he's just my best friend.
He's like, hey, life's short. Let's go play.
She's loyal. Very loyal.
It's that indescribable connection that you have.
Unconditional love. You don't get that from anybody else.
My dog means heaven to me.
To me, it's the biggest. Whenever I'm actually looking at a client and I can honestly say, this is what I would do for my pet. We're truly trying our best to make sure that we give them the education, the knowledge, the understanding that they can make good decisions about their pet's health care. What do my pets mean to me? My pets are more of just the completion. As a family, I think we all just enjoy being able to curl up with them and, and run through the yard. And so it just seems to make the whole family more complete. This is truly just a love and a passion. Just enjoy it.
When you get accepted and you get to training camp, your life is really about to change.
What it gives is Trey the peace of mind of knowing he's not by himself, me the peace of mind knowing that Trey's not by himself, and he's just whatever we need him to be, that's what he is.
Because of the progression of the disease. I'm so glad that we bonded as quickly as we bonded. I was fortunate enough to get her sooner rather than later, and it made such a difference.
It's just amazing what these dogs can do, how smart they are, the love that they have. I'll get emotional in a minute. I don't want to cry. She's probably one of the best things that's ever happened to this child.
The way she really works for me is she changes the conversation. The whole getting to know you process. You're not defensive. Why is somebody trying to get to know me and ask first, why am I in a wheelchair? Hey, that's the biggest thing. And when you change the conversation, it makes you want to go out and explore more, so it adds to independence.
When the dogs look up in their person's face, they don't see somebody who uses a wheelchair or has a disability. They see the most perfect creation God ever put on the earth. And it changes the way you feel about yourself. And to think that there is a big corporation like Elanco that would come in and say, we care about you and we want to help you change the world for people and for dogs, for every single person who works with this company. I give you my heart.
What does my dog mean to me? She's a companion. I lost my wife about 3 years ago, and at the time, she really was my wife's dog. And when she passed away, the day that I brought Tippy home and went into the house, she's racing from room to room looking for her mom. And but over the years, she and I have become so close that she's filled all of the empty spaces that I lost several years ago. And so I guess that's pretty much what she means to me.
What does my dog mean to me? Oh, there's like a special place that she fills. I have a dog named Casey, who's like this little lap dog we've had for many years now. I think she's like 13. When we first met her, it was like, she just became just like an instant family member. She just likes to cuddle, that's what she does. And we sing together. We do, I come in, normally what I do is I'll come in, and if Casey's been at home alone for a bit, I come in and she gets all excited and she goes right to the couch and she gets up on the thing, and then we go, and we sing, and then we cuddle for a second, then we sing again. So she does it for like, usually, you know, a good 5 minutes. I go back and forth. If my wife and kids are there, they're like, Dad, stop, because it gets pretty loud. So yeah, she's sweet. She's a very sweet dog.
I've got 2 dogs, we've got 3 cats, we've got birds, fish. I consider myself an animal person. Yeah. Abby, my boxer, she follows me everywhere. If she could be that little teacup poodle size, she'd be on my lap if she possibly could. So she's my favorite just because she kind of has pushed herself into my into my heart. They're just a part of the family. I mean, they're part of our lives. I mean, I couldn't imagine going home and not having the dogs there to greet me. We all are just drawn to being around animals and helping them. I mean, working in a vet clinic, it's fun. It's fun. It's fun seeing these animals grow up. It's fun seeing these people and how much they love their animals. It's fun.
What does Miss Skipper mean to me? She means the world to me. She owned me the minute she jumped on my lap, and I met her. That was the telling point right there. Well, I have ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease. The disease continually progresses. It's a neuromuscular disease where your nerves disconnect with your muscles. I tell you, I don't know what I would do without her. Anything that I need, she is there for me. She's my best friend. She is my companion. My wife gets jealous, I guess, because she thinks I love the dog more than her. So I have to be careful.
I have a beagle named Cindy. She's 12 years old, and I got her actually as a present for graduating college. I noticed that my mom had something in her hand, and then my mom hands Cindy to me. I knew, like, oh my God, like this is my dog, and my mom said, I'm not gonna be with you, but she will be, and handed her to me, and she's been with me ever since. When you first leave home, it's scary, and Cindy gave me that comfort.
What does my dog mean to me? Everything. She's love and she's acceptance. She accepts me on my good days and my bad days, and she's got my back. I have a golden retriever. Her name is Buffy, and she's about 13. Well, we think she's 13 because we adopted her when she was about 2 or 3. Found her in a pumpkin patch. You know, if you have a bad day, she's like, hey, Lee, what's up? You know, I mean, and she attracts people. They'll cross the street to come over and touch her. And she's 13. It's not like she's a puppy.
She's
Yeah,
a sprightly 13.
Oh, and she's beautiful. She's red like me, and she's great. Like, you see her and you want to like touch her and pet her, and yeah, she's great. I think we have just a special connection with animals. You know, they kind of like, they can see your soul. You know, they can see through all the stuff we have, our facades, and they see your heart. And you just connect with the right ones.
What does Paisley mean to me? It's hard to find a word. The biggest thing that she provides me, I mean, of course, love. She makes me laugh all the time, but the way she really works for me is she changes the conversation. Before I had her, it was, look at you, why are you in a wheelchair? You know, like, that's not the first thing you would say to somebody. So when I got her, now all of a sudden is, your dog is so beautiful. Or I don't even get the your dog. I just get, she is so beautiful. And I go, thank you so much. I sure am. And you know, it changes the whole getting to know you process. And when you change the conversation, it makes you want to go out and explore more. So it adds to independence. Paisley, Paisley, Paisley. She means, I guess, everything would be the word.
What does my dog mean to me? I've got a special one. His name's Homer. Well, he's my companion. He's my best friend. When nobody does care, he seems to care for some reason. He's just a lab. I mean, some days you think he might have a brain, but then in the end you just know that he really doesn't think a whole lot. It's basically about food. I've got 6 kids at home. And the best thing about Homer is my wife doesn't have to clean the floor at all. Whenever they spill anything on the floor, he's right there to clean it up. I am a vet technician. I've been working with animals since senior in high school. There's people's pets. You know, we have the knowledge, we have the skills and ability to help make these pets better. Honestly, it's just so much fun. There's just no better job than this.
I do have a pet. I have a black lab named Manny. It might be cliche, but he's just my best friend. He's excited every time he sees me, and I'm excited every time I see him. I just became engaged a month ago. And Manny was kind of a skittish dog when we first got him. He kind of was afraid of people. And the first time I took my now fiance to meet him, he ran out of his crate and just went crazy and jumped all over her, and we were so surprised because it's like he had a feeling about her. So last month, I took my fiance on a walk, and with Manny, I didn't take her on a walk, I took the dog with her on the walk. And I made a video, and in the video I had all these pictures of different dates I'd been on with my girlfriend and things like that. And at the end was a picture of Manny making the sad puppy eyes with a little text that said, "Will you marry me?" on it. And that's how I proposed to her. So it was a pretty great day. She definitely is marrying Manny too. Yeah, it's not, she gets both of us. She's stuck with both of us.
2 years old, she started having seizures. Long story short, she has grand mals, the petite mals, and myoclonics.
My mom and dad check on me every 2 minutes, calling my name.
Because she doesn't know when she's about to have one. She has no clue. And she doesn't even know that she's had one after she's had one. And I wanted her to be able to do things on her own. This dog right here watches over her like a hawk.
It gives me a lot of freedom when I'm in my room, since Ryder can detect my seizures.
And she needed her freedom to experience life and, do stuff on her own without her mom and dad being there all the time. This is her best friend. I mean, she's wonderful. I'll get emotional in a minute. I don't want to cry. She's probably one of the best things that's ever happened to this child. Oh, here we go. And she's gonna get mad at me. She is something else.
Dixie, she's a senior dog. She's 17 years old. She just turned 17. And she's the love of my life. I mean, she is my daughter. She's a Jack Russell. Yeah, and she never was one of the hyper ones. She's always been there for me. When I'm sad and down, I always can go and cuddle up with her on the couch. When you're a dog person, people know that they're like family. The people who do treat their animals like a family member, I think they get a lot out of it. It's unconditional love. You don't get that from anybody else. That dog is right there, wagging its little tail, ready for you to come home. They are family, wouldn't you say so? Yeah.
What do my pets mean to me? My pets are more of just the completion. As a family, I think we all just enjoy being able to curl up with them and, and run through the yard. And so it just seems to make the whole family more complete. Everybody has that one special one. And mine was the ring bearer in my wedding. I don't know why I'm even breaking up over that. But he was my dog. You were excited. He was excited and wanting to run and play. So he went around everywhere with me for 10 years. To me, it's the biggest. Whenever I'm actually looking at a client, and I can honestly say, this is what I would do for my pet. If I can do something that I can try and help somebody actually make their pet better and live longer, I think that's just our job. That's our responsibility. This is the only job that I can honestly say I don't have to work. I mean, I get up in the morning, my family says that I was destined to do this. This is truly just a love and a passion. I just enjoy it.
Wit is, he's a great dog. He's a very loving dog. He's affectionate when you need affection. He's helpful when you need help. He's Trey's dog, and he's Trey's companion and helper and all of that, but he looks after everybody in the family. He likes to know what everybody's doing at home. If I am busy out doing yard work or whatever, he's hanging out in the bedroom with Trey. And that honestly, that was one of the reasons that we got Wit and got him when we did, is because we knew that Trey was going to get to a point where he didn't always want Mom to be sticking around to be the one to help him. Wit allows that to happen. It gives Trey the peace of mind of knowing he's not by himself, me the peace of mind knowing that Trey's not by himself. Trey's very lucky to have good friends, but sometimes they're out doing things that Trey can't do, and when that happens, he's always got wit there for him. And, you know, he's just, you know, whatever we need him to be, that's what he is. And it's just that kind of insurance that, that he's there when we need him to be there.
What do my dogs mean to me? Remus, my Great Dane. We got him when he was a little fella. Little, I don't know if you could describe 30 pounds at 6 months, you know. So yeah, we've had him for 6 years now. There's one thing that he really likes, and that's when he goes for a car ride. So when I have to go do banking or whatever, go to the store. We have a sunroof and his head pops out. He's like a hood ornament. He's huge. People like to stop and take pictures of him at traffic lights. They always ask for my permission. I was like, that's fine, sure. So he's a little popular out on the island. What do my dogs mean to me? Well, they mean a lot to me.